Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to another episode of our Tekkit Legends 25-25-25 challenge, where the challenge is not being an idiot. And so far, I failed that challenge. Last episode must have been a real struggle to watch. I don't know. It hasn't come out yet. You folks haven't had an opportunity to tell me. But now we know more or less what we're doing wrong. We've got this thing configured. So we can right-click on there, and we can now possibly... Dang it. I need to... Can I right-click with just a bare hand, then? There we go. Receive on frequency 1, or frequency 0, I mean. This is maxed out. I'm not sure what we need to do to increase the input. We might need to add more electrodes by making the battery taller, maybe adding more... Oh, you know what we could do is we could check real fast. How much is in here? 23? If I break the top and reassemble it later, I wonder if that's going to cause some kind of problems. We're going to add some more liquid in there. Where's my bucket? Where's the hole in my bucket? Dear Lisa, does this have an EMC value, by the way? Oh, dadgummit, it doesn't. Okay, well, we've got enough for maybe adding another one here. And then maybe if there's a bit more, we're just going to add some more of this here. Oh, there is enough. Good. Okay, we're going to add some more sulfurous acid. And then we're going to reassemble it. We're going to find out first whether or not it kept our power. It did. Okay. And then we're going to find out whether or not we can increase this. We can't. So I'm not sure what we would need to change in there to increase that. Doesn't matter, though. That's set to receive only. This is set to send only. If I turn these back on, send only on frequency 0. Am I going to have to break all of these and replace them? Probably. I wanted to move this whole grid anyway, so be it. I mean, I'm not happy about it. Dadgummit, you know what we're going to do? Get rid of this thing. I talked about this last episode. We're making a better pick. We're going to make a dadgum... Let me see here. Where is it? Where is that darn thing at? Where is that? There, dark matter. We're going to need ourselves some dark matter. And we're going to need to get ourselves some diamonds. Was it 2 diamonds and 2 dark matter, or the other way around? It was probably 3 dark matter, actually. So, just kind of going off memory. Let's get a Philosopher's Stone, too. I was about to run back inside to craft this, but we can just grab a Philosopher's Stone. I keep thinking we need to preserve EMC so we can build more red matter. But the thing is, we could just get our EMC back. Like, we just throw that back in there later when we're not using it. Sort of the great thing about EMC. How quick is this? Moderately faster. Well, I guess it's something. There's probably a preferred tool you're supposed to use for breaking pipes and engines. Probably a wrench or some sort of crescent hammer. I know it's crescent hammer. I don't need your sassy comments. But we're not using that right now. So what I think we'll do is we'll assemble these in some sort of a bank further away from here. And we will then somehow transport energy to them. Is that still the plan? We got to get them put back up again because right now our quarries are not running, which is a shame because we kind of need that power to keep the quarries going to generate that little bit of extra EMC that we get from them. I mean, at this point, we might as well disable the quarries, get the EMC out of the quarries themselves, and build another, you know, darned setup over here like we've got with the rotary macerator and the hoppers and the good gravy. But we're not going to do that because that would be quitting and taking the easy road. And we don't take the easy road. Here we do things the intentionally difficult way just because that's the way we choose to do it. Not true. Not true. We've taken the easy way out many times. Where am I going to build this bank of machines at? Here. I talked about doing it far away, but no. I've changed my mind. We're just going to put them all here in a row because that would be what's easiest for me. And how many of them are we going to have? Well, we'll find out here, won't we? So we'll string all these together. I thought about putting a power teleporting pipe on each of them, but that would have been too absurdly expensive. So let's get a few more here. Engines. And we will, gosh, assemble them up like so. Perfect. And now we need to get extraction pipes. The extraction pipes, we don't really need the big expensive emerald ones because that's just a ton of power. That's 2560, and none of these engines are producing that much. They're producing, you know, what is that? Even 320 might be an exaggeration. I doubt they're producing that many. What just happened to all the ones I got out of there? There we go. So we'll just kind of throw all these on top. Putting a higher one on them will also not make them extract faster. No one suggested that would be the case, but I like to get out ahead of comments like that from crazy people who don't know what they're talking about. Just because you put a bigger extraction pipe on there doesn't mean that it's somehow going to suck out more power than the thing can produce in the first place. Then we need to go to gold. And then can we get, you know, a way to turn all of these on and off at once as opposed to using a bunch of levers? Because that was a bit ridiculous. I think we can make red pipe wire or something like that from Blue Power. Blue Power has some pretty cool... Where are they? Let's see if we can find them here. It's got some pretty cool redstone wires, because it's basically just red power, isn't it? There they are. Boom, red alloy wire. So we need 3 red alloy in a row, and that's going to require that we get an alloy furnace. Okay. How difficult can that be? Alloy. Nah, it's just a bunch of bricks. We can do that. So we've got all those in a row, and then at the very end, we're going to have our power teleporting pipe, number 3. There we go. Just kind of plonk her on there. And then I think this is a item teleporting pipe. So each one of the quarries is now going to need to be equipped with a wireless power pipe. Or we can just throw one onto this bizarre grid, and that'll work for the 2 of these as well as my grid of lasers over there. And it's a bit much, but hey, you know, we save the EMC of the additional power teleporter, I guess. I need to break all the rest of these, though. There we are. And let's make that... Let's get those bricks. Did I just right-click with my ring and activate it? Have we ever talked about the ring's ability? I think I might have mentioned it to Jenna. Was that on camera? It repels monsters. I think I did mention that in the episode where we sacrificed ourselves. That was fun. Let's put this inside, because that just seems fitting. We put too much stuff outside in the open as it is. All right. Block of coal. Hopefully that'll work. And then what went into this? Redstone and iron. We can make that happen. So, stack of iron. Couple stacks of redstone. I don't know how many we can put in there. What was it? Was it 3 to 1? Oh, we can put like all of this in there. Let's check it one more time. Okay, so it was 4 to 1. So if we want to stack of this stuff, and I don't think we do. I don't know what we would do with it, but there we go. It should now make a stack. We only need 3 to create 12 wire, but we have more machines than that. I hope that we can put them in a row and it'll just sort of activate them without having to point into them, because if we have to have it like that, that's going to get complicated quick. You are on send only 0. You are on receive only 0. Hopefully this works. It might be the case that this has to have an extraction pipe or like a regular gold pipe or something, but we don't know yet. Oh, we're going to need a lever to activate all of these. We've got 9 of them. We'll just kind of throw this down here at the end. Have that be our cut on. Once we get all these wires done. Do we have 9 yet? We've got 5. That's pretty close. That is pretty close. So let's make ourselves some red alloy wire. And this is the moment of truth. I'm telling you, I've tried to put things down here and they don't go sometimes. If we do it like this, can we activate them? We don't know yet. We need to put some fuel in these, though. Have we given up hope on the sort of automated fuel system? Because I know we're getting into Blue Power a bit with these alloy wires, and we could make a transposer and all of that. Sort of guppins, I guess, would be an option. Is guppins even a word? Did I just make that up? I think that's a real thing. I don't know what it means, though. Don't check the Urban Dictionary. It probably... I mean, as with everything in the world, there's a bad version of it on Urban Dictionary, always. We talk about that sometimes, like, don't look that up on Urban Dictionary. Literally, you could look up anything on Urban Dictionary and regret it. Like my name. Reese. Actually, the one time I looked that up, I didn't regret it. I got a real solid laugh out of it. And also, the description was pretty accurate. So, you know. But don't look it up. Don't look it up. Whatever you do. Oh, gosh. People are going to do it now. And then they're going to be mad at me. Why'd you bring it up, Reese, if you didn't want people to do it? But it was a warning. It's a warning. It's like, God, why did you tell us not to eat the forbidden fruit if you didn't want us to... No one made that argument. No one made that argument. Just stop it. Stop it. Mom, why'd you tell me not to eat the cookies before dinner if you didn't want me to do it? Stop it. All right? Do you think your mom's going to go along with that? Absolutely not. All right. All of these now are full of fuel. So if this goes wrong, it's going to go really wrong. Turn this back off. I think that repels evil mobs. I can't remember. We'll have to go test and find out. That could be useful if we could repel the dragon with it. No, it wouldn't. If we want to hit the dragon with a sword, it'd be inconvenient. Oh, sweet! Oh, and look at that! Oh, so this should get wider as it goes. That's not... Kinda. Is it going into the battery? Are we getting power in here? We're not getting power in here. It's not working. Turn off. Turn off. Stop. Before things go horribly, horribly wrong. What do we need to do about this? I don't think it needs an extraction pipe. That doesn't make sense. So maybe just a golden pipe to act as sort of a buffer. That could work. So receive only on frequency 0. Whoa! That was sick. So when we turn this back on, yeah, look at that small but steady stream of power going in. What is restricting it? Why is more power not going through? It's not you. I think you'll send and receive insane amounts of power, so that's not the issue. What? Look at this. What the heck? It's like the power doesn't know where to go. It kind of goes to right there, and then it vanishes? What? What the heck? Okay. Are these heating up real bad? They are starting to heat up. They're getting pretty hot. Oh, if they don't stop soon, nah, you know what? We better shut them off. Better shut them off. Yeah, look at what? What? What was that? Do you think the problem is that the power is going backwards down the line somehow? I don't think that's how power works. All right, let's try this. Let's grab this, and we'll move this sort of to the middle, and we'll see where that gets us. Do you think we should... What even is the middle? It looks like this thing is... Did I somehow make this perfect? I'm not going to go down and count them. Let's just put one right here. And we'll say send only, frequency 0. Turn all these back on. Power should now go up into there, which kind of looks like that's what's happening. Power should be coming through here now. Power should be going into here now. Something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. It is not working correctly. Because look, the power gets real thick and then it just disappears for a bit. These are heating up again. Should we watch and see how hot they get? They might not be getting too hot. The stored energy, though, it's not extracting the energy correctly. Something is going on. Something is afoot. See, should we just run it over? Should we just do that and be done with it? Should we just run a physical connection? I don't know if the problem is the power teleporting pipe. It might be the way we have this whole thing configured. I don't know. Let's test at least with these. We'll run a physical connection over, and we'll see what happens. The power is not the wooden extraction pipes, though. That's not how the mod works. All right, so we've got one destination now. Turn them back on. That looks a little bit better. That's sort of what we would expect to see right there. See how nice and thick that line going through is? Let's check. Yeah, it's filling up pretty fast. I think this is what we're supposed to be seeing. We need to keep an eye on temperature, though. Make sure it doesn't overheat. Now we need to power the quarries, so we'll throw one of these on, and we might need an extraction pipe here. I don't know. We're about to find out. So send only on frequency 1. Well, okay, easy does it. And gosh darn it. Receive on frequency 1. Okay, so the quarry is not running. Well, we're going to need an extraction pipe on one of these ends. Oh, right, these. How are we doing on heat? We're getting close to 100. Wasn't one of them sitting on like 101 or something like that, and we determined that was a safe temperature? Oh, the drama. Oh, they're all going to blow up. Nope, 102. Okay. Oh, gosh. Assuming they're all going at that temperature. Yeah. It's not even 102. It's 100.02. 100.02. So right at the temperature at which water boils. Just a little bit over. I think we're good. I think we're probably okay. So let's add an extraction pipe over here. Should we get an emerald one? Seems unnecessary, but let's get a couple of, or maybe a few emerald ones. I don't think we're moving that much power. We're not producing that much power. Oh, you know what we should have done was get into steam power. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember steam power from the original series? I certainly do. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Did we have to go gold, then extraction pipe, then wireless? That can't be right. It does sound kind of familiar, though, doesn't it? Okay, 1, receive. Well, that's not doing anything. Maybe the extraction pipe goes over here, and maybe that actually makes sense. Is this even configured? Yeah, it's maxed out. It makes sense for there to be an extraction pipe here, because it's extracting power out onto the teleporting pipe, which then needs to be configured to send only on 1. Boom! There we go. Okay. Wow. That's a big old fat stream of... Oh my gosh! Oh, you know what it's doing is it's burning through the backlog of energy in here. Wow. Did that bar get thicker as well? It might just because it's getting dark. Jeez! Look at this thing go! Oh my gosh! I mean, it's not going to keep going like that. It's going to run out of power, but my goodness gracious! Oh, I could watch this all day! Okay. Oh gosh, oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying any. It's all falling apart now. It's all falling apart now. Good grief, look at this! Oh, okay, hold on, no. Take some of these back. Take some of these back. I gotta collect, oh no. What a problem to have. Everything is just falling apart around me. In the best possible way, though. In the best possible way. Let's get rid of some of this, then. Let's get rid of some of this. And we'll extract as many of these as we can out of here for right now. But, oh my gosh. Is the moon completely eclipsed by the Earth right now? Look at that. That's interesting. Don't see that every day. Jeez. What a disaster. I was about to go to bed. Imagine coming outside and just seeing this. You know, fresh out of bed in the morning. That's the worst way to find a disaster like this, is when you're real tired, either late in the evening or early in the morning when you're not processing information correctly, and you just walk outside and your front yard's full of blaze rods, and you have to wonder, first off, how, who, what, when, where, why. And then there's an Enderman in the corner, and he's kind of looking at you with this cheeky, mysterious grin, and you're just thinking, was it you? Was it you, or are you messing with me? Because those Endermen are trolls. They'll come around, they'll move your stuff, they'll steal your blocks of wood. You never know what they're up to. You can't trust them. Okay, chicken. Get the chicken. Eat the chicken. Chicken is love. Chicken is life. Has this slowed down now? Yeah, I guess it burnt through that backlog of energy. That was entertaining while it lasted, though, wasn't it? Good gosh. Should we get into steam power to produce even more energy? No, nuclear energy, though. If we built a nuclear reactor... Man, we'd have these things flying. Do you know how much power you can produce there? It's insane. Okay, the rest of these are still down, though, so we need to get them set up. I'm not sure if this whole setup is necessary, though. I don't know if we need that emerald kinesis pipe. Should we break it and just, you know, let's set it back up without it just to find out. If we have this plugged in directly, first off, does that work? So, right-click, receive only on frequency 1. Nothing. What about you? Frequency 1, receive only. Yeah, okay. So we do not need the emerald extraction pipe. The extraction pipe here is necessary, though. All right, so we've got a good amount of energy flowing. These things are still pretty fuel efficient, so no issues there. We'll throw down another pipe here, potentially. And we will set that to 1 and receive. That'll get these two running. Very slowly, but running, which is what matters. So we have all this excess power over here now, too, don't we? Now that these are... Yeah, we could probably turn these back on. If we wanted to give them a little bit more of a boost. That's not really going to help out a whole lot. And is that going to put a huge amount of strain on the MFE? Not really. It's maintaining. It's going down slowly, but, you know, if it helps the quarries out a bit. What do you think we ought to do next? Part of me is sort of tempted to say, yeah, you know what? Hey... Solar power. No, steam power, nuclear power, none of those things. Let's not do any of those things. Let's just set up a second bank of engines. Because, I mean, we probably have a bunch of fuel in here. Yeah. So we can just fuel these things up with our second bank of engines. Throw down some more wooden extraction pipes. I'm really excited. Really excited. After seeing how fast that quarry was going, I've kind of got an itch to make it go even faster. And this is not the best way to do it. If we were playing for realsies... You know what I mean? Like, if this was like a serious sort of situation, we would 100% be using nuclear energy right now. But we're coming to close to the end of this series, and I don't know if I have the time to make a nuclear sort of reactor in the limited amount of time we have left. And how would that work with a 25-minute format? Because isn't that longer than 25 minutes to build that reactor? Pretty sure it is. So I don't know if that's going to work out for us. We might try for it. We might. I'll have to look back up how to do it. What is that? What is the mod? I figured out the battery without looking it up. Let's see. At big reactors. It is big reactors. Yeah. What do you need for this thing? You need Yellorium fuel rods, reactor casings, reactor controller. I did this in Stoneblock 2, which is the most recent time I did it. And I did it there without a tutorial too. But it's just a lot to build, isn't it? You got to get this... uranium thing that we have. Reactor casing. Graphite bars. Where are we going to get graphite bars from? Yeah, not going to happen. This, though. This we can manage. We'll just have to throw a whole bunch of charcoal in there. Let's get rid of all this now. I think we're good with all of these things. I think we're fine there. Get rid of all those additional engines. What if we empty that out? 14 million EMC? It's not bad. Not quite enough for another set of red matter yet, but we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. I need to keep an eye on that before it fills up again. All right, we're going to get those quarries running again. It's silly to get so excited about, seeing the quarries run so quickly when that doesn't really benefit us. Having 3 quarries going really fast is still not going to compare to our totally cheaty blaze rod setup, but whatever. Oh, you know what we should do is we should turn all these off so that when I turn them back on, they'll all be running in sync. Last thing I want to see is all of these things running at different speeds. That would drive me crazy. Okay, so we want to make sure we get them all filled up. And this is so hard to do when if you don't center your cursor at the end of every insertion, your mouse does this. No, it didn't do it that time. Oh, there we go. I was actually a little bit worried. It didn't completely not work that time. Still wish I could figure out what causes that. I've still got no idea. I've never experienced that in anything else. This is the only mod pack I've ever had that freaks out with the fact that I'm running on a 4K monitor. If I go full screen with it when scaling is turned on, it gets real wonky real quick. It fills up the top corner of the screen for some reason, which is really weird. Hold on, let me get some more charcoal. We should have probably set up an automated system for this. I guess we could still do that. All right, turn this all on. Boom. Look at that perfect symmetry. Perfectly symmetrical, as all things should be. Got that nice thick band of power going through there. We need to make sure it's flowing correctly. Oh, looks like, yeah, look at how all the bands come together, and then you get that real big thick one going through the middle. Oh, beautiful. We need to keep an eye on temperatures, make sure they're all still fine. How are quarries running? This one here has its own dedicated feed. It's moving at a decent speed. It's moving at a pretty decent speed. It's not crazy like it was before, but it's moving fast enough. Oh my gosh. This one looks like it's moving faster. Oh, of course it is. It's got 2 additional engines running. Why are there not... oh, that one's not plugged in. Should probably correct that. I don't know what the benefit is to having that run a little bit faster, but what does it hurt, Where's the glass fiber cables? Oh, there they are. Okay. Nobody panic. I found them. Nobody angrily comment in all caps, Reese, you noob. They were over there. So that a little bit of extra power, it may help this quarry move a bit quicker. This one here, though, is sort of the one we're still waiting for it to finish. I don't know if we're going to be waiting for it to finish long term, because if it comes down to it and we defeat the Ender Dragon, we're done here. We're not going to come back and just watch a quarry finish draining. That would be ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Big reactors, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What was I just talking about doing, though? What was I just talking about doing? Oh, pneumatic. Right. So let's see. Pneumatic. What is it called? It's called Blue Power. I think I misspelled pneumatic. I thought it was PN, but apparently it's not. Pneumatic is actually spelled, for all of you curious, PN. Oh, E. I think I did P and U. Brass? Where do you get brass from? Alloy? Zinc? Oh no, we've been throwing zinc away because it's useless, but now we need it to combine with copper. Where is all of that zinc, by the way? Is there some in here, maybe? Well, there's a lot of uranium. It's almost like the game really, really wants me to... Hold on a minute! Why are there so many eggs? What's even going on with that? That's ridiculous. Cook up the zinc. Cook up the zinc for me. Oh, man, those chickens down there. The chickens that fell down there must be just pumping out eggs. Where are they? Which quarry are they in? We got to find the quarry chickens. Look at all of the quarry chickens. No wonder we have so many eggs. Oh, this is how you do it, Yogscast. If you want to go back, I know you're redoing the... Are you making a new Jaffa space program series? Go back and make a new series with the... Oh, boy, this is moving pretty quick again. It's moving faster than it was. I noticed this band looked a little bit thicker there for a second. Was that my imagination? That's odd. I don't know what's going on with that. Go back to do another Jaffa factory and just set up a quarry to collect all of your eggs instead of trying to use pneumatic tubes and chickens inside of a giant egg. That would probably work out better for you. It might not be as entertaining, though. We need to make a transposer, I think is what we need to make, and set it up on a clock. I think is how that works. I don't know. I keep saying think. I want to make it abundantly clear. I'm not completely sure, and I'm not really... I don't want this to come off as some sort of tutorial, me saying that's what we need. What else do we need? A piston? This one is a pretty basic recipe. I don't think we need anything special for it. Piston and then some gold. That wasn't the transposer. Wait a minute, what was that? That was a filter. No, transposer. Well, folks, I'm sorry to say that we are done for today. Hope that you folks have enjoyed the show, and I hope that you come back for Mo show in the future, when we do more stuff in the future. Transposer doesn't need wood, it needs cobblestone. See you then. Bye-bye-bye-bye!